For the past decade, we've been working on the foundation for the school for the next chapter of its life. What will this school be like going forward? And we tried to build a foundation that would be great in terms of quality of programming and culture. Now we need to do some building, and we've got two high priorities right away that we're trying to get done. One is a new residence, and the other is an expansion on the aviation school. Let me start with the residence. Probably 10 years ago also, I looked at the residence and I said, there is no way we can tear that thing down. It's a perfectly good building. Let's renovate it. When we looked at the cost of renovating and ran through what actually had to be done, new boilers, new piping, new wiring, the cost ran up to $13.5 to $15 million. And that quote was about 5 years ago. Then we looked at the cost of building new. A new building would be smaller, the right size for who we are. Number two, new technology. And number three, we could take that advantage and turn it into apartment-style pod living. That would be very attractive. This would be important for attracting students, recruitment, and it would also be important for retention of those students. It would be important for quality of life. It would be community. And our board made the decision. The cost is $20 million, get it done. And so, that's project number one.
So easily one of the biggest things that I've liked about living in dorms is just the fact that I get to connect and have real community with some of the other guys on my floor. And that journey of discipleship has been really huge in my experience here at Prairie. And so the ability to have new dorms would really just help foster that experience of connecting with people and having good discipleship.
And the second project is the expansion of the flight school. So what do we need to do out there? Well, we need to double the hangar size and put a classroom in between it. What that will do is turn that into one of the premier flight school programs in the country. What a great objective. Why did all this happen? Because of those beautiful people over at MAF Canada. And I would like to take a long time explaining to you how good they are and how important the work they do is for you, for the whole world, and for us here as a school. But I'll just leave it for us here as a school. What they did was they raised the quality of our program so that it is totally compliant. They also helped us with equipment. They brought us up to speed, and then they brought in a whole lot of their own people to staff it professionally. And the result? It is now at capacity. In terms of the hangar, in terms of the classrooms, and they said, we need to double. How much is that going to cost? $6 million. Okay. But they said, as tremendous partners they are, we'd like to pick up half that bill. Wow. Okay, so we need to raise $3 million to put a classroom building beside the current hangar and another hangar beside that, so it will look like a U.
What I value most about the aviation program at Prairie is how different it is from every other aviation program. So before coming here, I had considered a lot of universities, and most of them are a direct feed into the airlines, but Prairie really focuses on God's calling for each individual and encourages you to follow what that is. The aviation program has become very packed, so having a new hangar, a bigger expansion would mean a lot more students can come into this program, and putting the planes away at the end of the day has been pretty much Jenga. Every evening, so having more room for that will create more opportunities, more aircraft, and just more training in general.
I hope you'll help us. I hope you'll include us in your prayers, and I thank you for listening.